Now, we're going to talk a little bit about rack training for the press. What I'm going to do before this video is over with is give a workout that I use and some other lifters use at yard. This would be my kind of go-to routine. We did other things. We did dips, we did inclines, we did push presses. We did all those things. But whenever it came time to just really get strong, get to a contest, I did. And Bill March, who pressed a world record, I would train with him, and it was on the rack. Dr. Ziegler is the one that came up with this. And Bill March was the first person to ever train on it. I was fortunate enough when I moved to York, he'd been trained on maybe a year or so. And I fell in with him, and we ended up being training partners, and this is how I learned to train on the rack. But this is the press. It's to 3 different positions. This is going to be the press start. Then we're going to do one from a little above eye level, and then we're going to do a lockout. Now, this was based upon isometric. Lou Ricky now did isometric, but Bill March just couldn't get used to pushing against a bar with no weight. So what Ziegler came up with in March together is like the thing where you can push up against like isometric, but you know how much you're pushing because there's a bar that you're moving. So now this is a press start, and an important thing here is you're not pressing just with your arm. You're pressing with all of this in here. You're moving it in this way rather than just up. You go ahead and get all this. You're going to do what we had him do, and what we used to do is 70% of what you can do on the last set is your first warm-up set. You'll touch it twice, just to warm up. You move up to 85%, and you do the same thing. And then you go up to your work set, and you just press 1, and on the second one you hold it. All right, and you're going to hold it for about 6 to 8 seconds. All right, but this is the second set. We'll come back to the third set. All right, now be sure to, when you press, do this. Get everything into it. Just touch and let it come down, because you're going to have to hold later on. That's fine. Good. This is strict. You do just enough to warm up, but not tire yourself out. And since there's not a lot of movement, there's not much that you can pull. So you can get by with a little less. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and move up to a weight that, of course, we're kind of guessing today because we haven't trained that much about what he needs to use as far as other. So we'll probably go up to, probably 2 1/4. And do it, and he'll hold, and we'll see how it works out. But you'll need to go up in your training. It'll take start a little bit low. Have it where you can hold those weights kind of easy for the first 2 or 3 weeks. You can always move up later. And the thing is, though, you're pushing up against the bar, so you're pushing 100%. But what you want to do is kind of break into this and get the feel of it before you jump in and hit those maximum weights. All right, we're here now. We've had our warm-up. We had 3 sets. You usually go about 70, 85%, and this is 100% here. It may not be so tonight, or it may be a little too much, but that's because it's the first time we've ever done it here. But the thing is, if you start with those lighter weights, as I mentioned earlier, don't worry about it because you're pushing up against the bar, and you're getting 100% exertion anyway. Now, he's going to hit it twice, hold it on the second one. And you'll learn also not to hit it hard on the second because it wants to bounce down. So you just ease it all up there and hold that thing. I'll count, 6 or 8 seconds, but I'll tell you when to put it down. All right. Don't forget to get those traps into it and the shoulders into it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, push. Just right. Well, we guessed him right. How about that? You feel it right there? Now, one thing with the rack training, though, in the routine that I follow, And that worked for me, and that doesn't mean it worked for everybody. And all that though, as I mentioned earlier, I followed several different kinds of press routines. In fact, Star and I did a seminar one time down in North Carolina, and as the day before the contest, and people were asking us about how we were pressing. So Star told what he was doing, I told what I was doing. They said, "Oh man, you mean we need to change what we're doing?" I said, "Well, what are you doing?" And he told me what he was doing. It was about what I had done before and gotten real good results. I told him, "No, so you stay with that. And whenever that starts wearing out, you get mentally stale or you kind of just not making progress, then switch to this." But there's a lot of good routines out there, and what I'm showing you here is just one that I followed that worked for me real well. All right, but you felt that okay, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good. But once a week, I did this one on Monday, and that was my heavy day. And then on Wednesday, I did military presses. I used about 85%, and I did sets of 5. Yeah. That was my light day. And on my light day, what I consider light is that if you have 1 rep left, that's a medium day. If you can do 2 more reps, that's a light day. So when you go up and do 2 or 3 sets of 5, go up there and make sure you have at least 1 rep, preferably 2 left, and when you stop for your light day. So we did militaries on the Wednesday, did the rack work. We have 2 more positions to go, which we'll show you. And then on Saturday, we did the Olympic lifts, and we went up. I did the Olympic press. Usually I'd go up and stop 10 pounds short of what I can make. Then about every 3rd week or so, I'd go up and I'd hit 100%. On the times I did that, I may slack off a little bit on the heavy workout on the rack to recover from. But those things that you can work out, see how you recover yourself. But we'll give you the basic parameters for you to follow this. Now, what we need to do is go up to this one and get the bar where when he walks up to it, it's about right here. When he walks up the bar now, it's what, just right about here, where it's not quite touching. And we see we're only moving a thing about 1 inch. That's all you need. Now, we're going to get up here. Now, on the middle one, we always pressed it all the way out. And then on the top one, we did like this, it was against the bar. So let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll get the bar set up for that middle press. All right, we now have the bar set up here so that walk up to the bar now, and you can see that it's just right up, where he stands up there, it's just right above the brow line. Now what you're supposed to do is get your feet just a little bit wider. You want a good base on this, and you want to be underneath so that the bar is right over your instep. And what you're going to do, you take your regular grip, of course. You're going to press. You need to move those hips into it as you press, and stay back there. Make sure that you stay back there. That'll teach you that when you lay back, to get used to that position. All right. Now we're going to do just 2 reps. This is the middle one. This is about 85%. Hips forward. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Good. Now we'll take a little break, and we'll load it up here, and we'll see if we can guess it just right again and make it more real hard. All right, now this is the 3rd and final set. Now this is eye level, and he's going to press it out completely as he did before. One thing you may want to do now, with a little heavier weight, is whenever you move those hips, use this opportunity to really get your flexibilities going. Go back there, and as you start pressing, stay back there until it gets on up. You're looking good, so go ahead and try to just press it on out. 2 reps. So get those hips on forward. That's it. One more. Press yourself under. On up, 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 up. Good. Now we got him just right. Now, what I used to figure in myself, and he will too, once he gets used to this, is that if I can do that for 1 rep, whatever I press there for 1 rep, I can do an Olympic press with. And these will go up pretty quick because you get used to it. But you notice how you start pressing yourself under the bar, start here, and then you keep moving, and you just let that just go right on up. All right, that helps you get used to that position in your layback. This helps you to learn those positions that you were doing, because here you can practice your layback position, you can do your start, and it's good to do those that we did on the bench over there for your press start, and also just getting a weight and holding it there. Now, we're here for the final position, the lockout. If you would walk up, put your hands straight up, not holding the bar, but over that. You can see the bar is just a little bit below his wrist. And so you'll have to work with this yourself and try it out. But that's about right. Now, when he presses that up, it won't be quite like, it won't be a lockout, but be a part in a position where he can put a real good exertion and get a lot of those muscle fibers contracting at one time. Now, because we've done the press start and we've done the middle press, he's pretty well warmed up. This is going to be his first warm-up right here. He's just going to do 2 reps, then we'll put a little weight on there and see what he can do on the 3rd set. Maybe we can guess again and catch him just right. So, why don't you go ahead with this and just be sure to get under it now so that you're good in alignment. And I'll tell you a little hint on these. Why don't you have it? Whoa. Why don't you go pick that up? And a little work down. Is have it where, to help you balance, where it just rides up here just a little bit. Yeah, just turn it around and come back. Yeah, it doesn't push against it, but it just kind of helps you where you can concentrate on pushing and not all on balance. Now lean on back. Lean back this way. Now right about there. Now just about right there, because you'll be coming out. Press on out. That's all right. It takes a while to learn to get under it at the right place, but you'll learn where. You a little more forward. A little more forward. Yeah. Right there. Now press it on out. That's good. On out. That's fine. 5. Yeah, you need, so you can tell that when you're not under that bar, it's not going to go right. You're going to have trouble with it. You'll learn to do very soon where to put your feet and where the bar is and the best way to get it overhead and have your balance correct. So all you have to do is worry about pushing. But it takes a workout or 2. This is something new. No, you did real good. We'll take a little break here, give it a rest, and what do you think you have? Well, we'll flip a coin and see. Now, this is going to be the last set, and this is the first time I've trained him or been around him while he trains, so we're kind of guessing. So now, if you press and you can't make it, keep pressing, and I'll start counting. Because the thing is, you're doing an isometric, and you're getting the work in. The ideal thing is to press it up against the bars so that you know how much weight, and you can keep a record of how you're progressing strength-wise. But if somehow or another you miss your guess, like we're just guessing here today, just keep pressing. You're going to get your work out of it. So we'll see how this goes now. Now, one thing, be sure to get underneath there enough, because you need to really work on making sure that when you press, that thing is right over so that you balance, you won't have any trouble with that. All right, let's try it out now. Hold it, press it out there. Good. We were just discussing in between what a workout this is. In other words, how much it really tires you out. You can test that. It looks like you're not doing that. I'm doing three levels here, and I'm only have like 3 work sets really. That's nothing. But it's taking so much out of you, because you're getting more muscle fibers contracting. It works on your nervous system. It kind of runs your battery down. It's more than anything else. One of the problems with working the rack into a workout people do now, they think they're not doing anything because they just did three positions. The thing is, though, you have to have plenty of workouts after this. Like on this would be on a Monday, you'd have Wednesday a light workout. It takes some recovery. Then you're going to have a medium workout on Saturday when you do the Olympic press in the rack like we did a while ago. Now, that'll give you a heavy, light, and a medium workout, and that gives you time to recover. And then about every 3 or 4 weeks, you want to work up on your Olympic press and see kind of where you are, if you're making progress or not. Then you can adjust your weights according to that. So anyway, but don't think that you're not getting enough work in, because you are. All right, thank you now. You did good.
Thank you.